Hi, this is Ann from Finance on the Offense, and today I'm going to go over some good high-yield savings accounts for your emergency fund. And I wanted to mention that I'm not a finance professional, so everything in this video is just for entertainment purposes only. All right, let's get started. Now, if you don't know what an emergency fund is or why you would need one, I actually made another video, and that'll be right up here on the top of your screen above. Basically, having an emergency fund is great for those unexpected things that come along that you haven't budgeted for, like medical expenses, car repairs, maybe like a home appliance breaks down, things like that. You need to keep this account separate from your other accounts, and that way you're not tempted to spend it on things that are not an emergency. Now, there are three things that are important when you're trying to figure out where to store this emergency fund. First is how easy the money is to access. If you have an emergency, you don't want to have to wait a few months for the money to come through. So something like an investment property would not be a good idea for this. You just need to be able to get it out of your account and spend it on the emergency easily. The second important thing is the interest rate on your money. How much money can you make on the money that's sitting there? Right now, interest rates are pretty low, so you're not going to be making a whole lot of money on this, but something is better than nothing. If your interest rate is 0.5%, for example, and you had $10,000 in the account, you would only make $50 a year. But as I said before, it's something. The third thing to keep in mind is how easily the account can lose money and the fees involved. If you put your emergency fund into the stock market, you run the risk of needing that money for an emergency when the stock market is low. You would have to end up taking a loss on the stocks that you sold to get your money out. For an emergency fund that I'm going to need access to, I like to keep it in an FDIC insured bank, meaning my money is protected from bank failure and theft. So in my opinion, high yield savings accounts are the way to go when it comes to your emergency fund. The options I'm getting ready to go over all have the three important things that I mentioned: easy accessibility, a good percentage rate for the type of account, and FDIC insurance. By the way, I'm not affiliated with any of these bank accounts or banks. I'm not making any money by telling you about them or anything like that. And I also want to mention that although the information I'm sharing is current right now, by the time you see this video, things might have changed. So definitely get out there and do your research if you decide to go with any one of these banks. First up is Ally Bank. Now this one has a 0.5% annual percentage yield and no monthly fees. I use Ally myself and I've been really happy with them. Now, one thing about Ally is it's online only, so there are no branches to go into. Next up is Capital One, and they have a 0.4% APY, but they also have no monthly fees. And I really like their app. It's really easy to use. The next bank is Chime, and the thing about this one is you have to have a Chime spending account to be able to open a Chime savings account, which is what this is. You do get a 0.5% annual percentage yield, which is nice, and there are no monthly fees. This bank, just like Ally, doesn't have any physical location, so this is online only. And then finally, Discover. With Discover, you get a 0.5% APY, and they also have no monthly fees. They actually don't have any fees for insufficient funds or excess withdrawals, so that's really nice. But they also don't have any physical branches if that's something you're looking for. All right, if you like this video, please click on the like button, and I'll see you next week with another Finance on the Offense video. Thank you.